Welcome to another episode of Pet Central. My name's Cece, and this week we have mysterious cats, an exhibition just for dogs, and so much more. Stay tuned. There's an old expression that goes, I may not know art, but I know what I like. And while that might be viable for humans, could it also be true for dogs as well? Well, wonder no more, because a one-of-a-kind exhibition in London aims to answer just that. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the world's very first exhibition for dogs, titled Play More, opened just for 2 days, but was a huge hit with our four-legged friends. The exhibitor, Dominic Wilcox, said, "Just because dogs can't speak our human language doesn't mean they don't feel the same emotions and enjoy seeing and experiencing new and interesting things. Since humans have so many art galleries to visit, I thought it's a good time to create an exhibition just for them." The exhibit featured a few interactive installations, such as a dog bowl-shaped ball pool, a screen that simulated a frisbee bouncing around, water jets that jumped from one dog bowl to another, and an open door window simulator. The goal of the exhibition, as the name suggests, was to get owners to play more with their dogs. And we're pleased to report that the dogs were very happy indeed, with tails wagging and at times genuinely interested in some of the imagery that was presented to them. We love this story so much because even though it's slightly out of the box, it also works on so many levels. So here's hoping that there's a lot more of these kind of exhibitions in the near future. Imagine this, you're trekking through a mountain on a hike and all seems well until you realize that you've made a wrong turn and you have no idea where you are. Just as you go into panic mode, someone comes along to your rescue, but it just might not be who you expected. Well, that's exactly what happened to Reddit user Love Meow, who was hiking in Switzerland when he ended up in an abandoned town. He then said, "I was checking my map to see how to get back to my hostel, and the only official way down was through a trail that was closed." It was then, however, that seemingly out of nowhere, a black and white cat came to his rescue and guided the lost man back to safety. While guiding the man, the cat even made sure to constantly look back in order to check if the man was following him. Once the two made it back home to safety, the cat parted ways and walked off into the distance. But who was this cat? Well, Love Meow did manage to capture some video of his adventure, which he posted to Reddit, and to his surprise, a few other Reddit users responded, saying they had seen the same cat and posted pictures to boot. So, have you seen this cat, or do you have any information about who this kitty is? Because he sure is one amazing cat. Welcome to another session of Ask the Vet, where you get to ask one of our vets a question about your pet. This week's question comes from Joe Armstrong, who asks, why do dogs turn around in circles before they lay down?
We think that dogs spin around in circles before they lie down was grown as an evolutionary trait to stir up any snakes or critters that might be lying underneath them before they lay down. That's it for today's Ask the Vet. Please send your questions in and we'll get to them.
And that's it for another session of Ask the Vet. Now, if you have a question that you'd like one of our vets to answer about your pet, make sure you hop onto our Facebook page and hashtag Ask the Vet. Cats. You can't deny that they have a certain mysterious quality about them, a certain elegance, yet also a darkness all at once. Well, the website Bored Panda certainly thought so, and collected a series of photos that emphasized just that. We here at Pet Central were so impressed that we decided to compile our own top 10 favorites. Here we go. Number 1. Wow, all I can say is, look at those eyes. Number 2. A vicious cat coming out of the dark. Number 3. This one's quite beautiful, yet a little bit sad. A cat is staring intently straight into the camera. Number 4. A pair of glowing, mesmerizing eyes in the darkness. Number 5. We have a mysterious, sharp claw coming around the corner. Number 6. Who's that at the end of the tunnel? We don't know what he's about to do, but it looks like something mischievous. Number 7. This one almost looks like an abstract art piece of a cat about to come out from behind a window. Number 8. This kitty looks like he's walking across the set of an old Fellini film. Number 9. Uh-oh, someone looks like they're about to have a very bad day. Number 10. This cat almost looks like a classic Bond villain. Very retro chic. Anyhow, that's our top 10 favorite mysterious cat pictures. Let us know what you think makes cats so mysterious in the comments below. We've reported on pretty kitties before, such as Smoothie the cat. But I think we may have just found the world's most beautiful cat. His name is Thor. But don't let his good looks fool you, because he's also known to be a little bit of a prima donna. Thor, who is a Bengal cat living in Belgium, has been noted by his fans for having some of the most amazing fur and spots, even by Bengal standards, which, along with his incredible green eyes, have gained him over 53,000 followers on his Instagram, Bengal Thor. But even though his beauty mesmerizes, there may be a bit of a diva in this kitty. His owner, Rani Kukikov, has described him as very domineering and says that when Thor is around, he feels like he is his cat's servant. Thor also has a habit of being very active and talkative. What's more, if no one responds to Thor's meowing, well, let's just say this kitty does then indeed get very catty. However, it's not only his owners who have to bow to Thor's might. House guests get the same treatment. His owners have explained that when they have a visitor, Thor doesn't avoid them like most cats, but instead walks over, inspects the guests, smells their scent, and if he likes them, informs the rest of the household with a few massive meows. However, despite all of this behavior, he still provides his owners with plenty of love and affection, and Kukikov says he's simply the best cat ever. So what do you think about this pretty diva kitty? Let us know in the comments below. And that's it for another episode of Pet Central. If you want to keep up to date with all the latest pet news, make sure you hit subscribe below. Till next time, bye!